Have you ever wondered why some people manage their emotions better than others? It's not a secret superpower, but rather a skill known as emotional intelligence. This is an ability that allows individuals to perceive, understand, use, and manage their feelings in an effective and positive way. It's about being aware of our emotions, as well as the emotions of those around us, and using this awareness to guide our actions and relationships. Diving a bit deeper, emotional intelligence is like an internal compass. It helps us navigate through the sea of emotions that we experience daily. It's the difference between reacting impulsively and responding thoughtfully. It's the ability to pause, assess what you're feeling, and make an informed decision about the best course of action. Let's consider some examples of emotional intelligence in everyday life. Imagine you're stuck in traffic, late for an important meeting. Your initial reaction might be frustration or panic, but an emotionally intelligent person might take a deep breath, understand that they're feeling stressed, and decide to use this time to mentally prepare for the meeting instead. Or let's say a coworker makes a remark that you find offensive. Again, you could react impulsively and start an argument, or you could take a moment to understand why you're upset, express your feelings calmly, and create an opportunity for dialogue. Emotional intelligence also plays a pivotal role in our relationships. It allows us to empathize with others, understand their emotions, and respond appropriately. This not only helps in building stronger connections, but also in resolving conflicts in a more constructive manner. Being emotionally intelligent doesn't mean you won't feel strong emotions or face emotional challenges. It means you'll be better equipped to handle them. You'll be able to recognize when you're feeling stressed, anxious, or upset, and take steps to manage these feelings effectively. Remember, just like any other skill, emotional intelligence can be learned and improved upon. It all begins with awareness and practice. Understanding your emotions and managing them effectively is what being emotionally intelligent is all about. The road to emotional intelligence begins with self-awareness. Just as a compass guides a traveler, self-awareness guides us through the landscape of our emotions. It's that internal compass, helping us understand not only what we're feeling, but why we're feeling it. It's recognizing when joy bubbles up at the sight of a loved one, or when frustration tightens our shoulders after a tough day at work. So why is self-awareness so crucial? Well, it helps us navigate life more effectively. When we understand our emotions, we're better equipped to manage them. We can anticipate our reactions, make better decisions, and respond to life's ups and downs with resilience and grace. But here's the thing. Self-awareness doesn't just happen overnight. It's a skill, and like any skill, it takes practice to develop. But don't worry, I've got some practical tips on how to cultivate this essential quality. First, take a moment each day for introspection. This could be in the form of meditation, journaling, or simply sitting quietly with your thoughts. The aim here is to create a space where you can observe your emotions without judgment. Second, listen to your body. Our emotions often manifest physically, so pay attention to the signals your body is sending. Do you feel tense, relaxed, energetic, or drained? These sensations can provide valuable insights into your emotional state. Third, practice mindfulness. This means being present in the moment, fully engaged in whatever you're doing. When you're mindful, you're more likely to notice subtle shifts in your emotions. And finally, seek feedback from those you trust. Sometimes we can be blind to our own habits and reactions. Honest feedback can shine a light on areas we might otherwise overlook. Remember, developing self-awareness is a journey, not a destination. It's about continual growth and understanding, not achieving some final state of perfect insight. Self-awareness is the cornerstone of emotional intelligence. It's where the journey begins. So let's embark on this journey together, cultivating self-awareness one day at a time. Once you become aware of your emotions, the next step is learning to regulate them. Now, when we discuss emotional regulation, it's crucial to remember that this isn't about suppressing or denying your feelings. Quite the contrary, it's about understanding, acknowledging, and managing them. Think of it like this. Your emotions are like the weather. They can be calm and sunny one moment, stormy and turbulent the next. You can't control the weather, but you can prepare for it. You can carry an umbrella for the rain, wear a coat for the cold, or find shade during a heat wave. Similarly, you can't control your emotions, but you can learn to respond to them in a way that keeps you balanced and resilient. So, how do we do this? Well, there are a few strategies we can adopt. The first is mindfulness, the practice of being present in the moment without judgment. When you're mindful, you're able to observe your emotions without letting them sweep you away. You're able to say, I notice that I'm feeling anxious, rather than, I am anxious. This subtle shift in perspective can make a significant difference. The second strategy is self-compassion. Many of us are our own worst critics, and this can amplify negative emotions. By showing ourselves the same kindness and understanding we'd offer a friend, we can mitigate these feelings and foster emotional well-being. Lastly, we have constructive distraction. Sometimes it's helpful to take a step back from our emotions and engage in an activity we enjoy. This isn't about avoidance, but about giving ourselves a break and the opportunity to return to our emotions with a fresh perspective. Remember, emotional intelligence is not about being emotionless. It's about being in touch with your emotions and having the tools to manage them effectively. It's about feeling anger without lashing out, feeling sadness without sinking into despair, and feeling joy without losing touch with reality. Emotional regulation is the art of balance. It's about feeling without being overwhelmed. It's about sailing through life's storms with grace and poise, knowing that no matter how turbulent the sea, you have the skills to navigate it. Emotional intelligence is not only about understanding our own emotions, but also those of others. This brings us to the heart of our discussion: empathy, a cornerstone of emotional intelligence. Imagine empathy as a bridge. On one side, there's you with your bundle of feelings, thoughts, and experiences. On the other side, there's another person with their own bundle. The bridge of empathy is what connects these two sides, enabling a mutual understanding and shared perspective. It's the ability to put yourself in someone else's shoes, to feel what they're feeling, to see the world through their eyes. It's about recognizing and respecting the emotional experiences of others, even if they are different from your own. This bridge of empathy is not just a one-way street. It's a two-way connection that allows for a reciprocal exchange of emotions and understanding. It's the key to building stronger relationships, enhancing collaboration, and fostering a greater sense of community. But how do we cultivate this empathy? It begins with active listening. When someone is sharing their feelings or experiences, give them your full attention. Listen to understand, not just to respond. Pay attention to their body language, their tone of voice, the words they choose. These are all clues to what they're feeling. Next, practice perspective taking. Try to see things from their point of view. Ask yourself, if I were in their shoes, how would I feel? This can help you better understand their emotions and reactions. Remember, empathy is not about agreeing with someone else's feelings or experiences. It's about understanding them. You don't have to share the same feelings or experiences to empathize with someone. All you need is an open mind and a willingness to understand. And lastly, show compassion. Once you understand someone's feelings, respond with kindness and support. This not only validates their emotions, but also strengthens your connection with them. In a world where we can be anything, let's choose to be empathetic. Let's build bridges, not walls, because empathy is the bridge that connects us to others. It's the essence of emotional intelligence. The final piece of the emotional intelligence puzzle is applying what you've learned. It's like learning to play a musical instrument. You can study the theory, read countless books, understand the nuances of every note, but it's when you actually sit down and play, that's when the magic happens. That's when you truly learn. The same applies to emotional intelligence. You can read about empathy, self-awareness, emotional regulation, but it's in the heat of the moment. When emotions are high, that's when you need to apply these skills. That's when you truly grow. Imagine this. You're in a meeting at work. The stakes are high, the pressure is on, and tempers are flaring. Instead of reacting to the emotional turmoil, you take a moment. You breathe. You observe the emotions around you. You understand them, and then you respond. That's emotional intelligence in action. It's the difference between reacting and responding, between chaos and calm. Or consider a personal relationship. Maybe you've had a disagreement with a loved one. Emotions are running high, words are heated. Instead of lashing out, you take a step back. You listen, you empathize, you understand. You respond with kindness and compassion, even in the face of anger. That's emotional intelligence at play. But remember, mastery doesn't come overnight. It's a journey, not a destination. It's about constant practice, constant learning. It's about catching yourself in the moment, recognizing your emotions, understanding them, and then choosing how to respond. It's about learning from every interaction, every situation, every emotion. So start today. Start now. Apply your emotional intelligence skills in every situation, every conversation, every emotion. Make it a part of your everyday life. Make it a habit. Because it's in the application, it's in the doing that we truly learn, that we truly grow. Applying your emotional intelligence skills is the path to mastery. It's where theory meets practice.